Well, as promised, I wanted to show you a few more pictures of the more recent pictures of the land, the farm we've got in the Philippines, and to really give you just a bit more of a feel as to the nature. Remember, I've always said it's more of a jungle than a farm, which is I think you're going to see now. The pictures that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago were fairly old, a couple of years old actually. A lot of things have matured. I mean, there's a lot of fruit on the farm. I mean, that the in terms of the plant life and the crop that is on there, that hasn't changed. But obviously, it has. The fact that there's just been one lad or one man on there that's been, I wouldn't say he's been maintaining it. He's been there to look after it, but he hasn't been farming it or anything like that. So it's a question of it needs quite a bit of tidy up. We've actually gone into an area of, we're not far from the coast. We're about 12 miles inland from the coast on the southern island in Luzon, which is the main island of the Philippines, but on the southern side, in a place called Nasi, just outside Nasi, if you ever want to find it on a map, which is near Batangas province. The objective of our farm is really is to have it as a natural eco farm that's going to farm health food products in particular, because that's the nature of the farms in the area. There's mangoes growing there, there's coconut growing there, there's a lot of indigenous fruit growing in the area. I'm not talking about on our farm, only in that area. There's honey. There's a lot of good health elements of that part of the Philippines. It's away from the city. Well, it's 3.5 hours drive from Manila. Actually, if you looked at it on the map, you would say it's only 2 hours. But bearing in mind, you've got to take into account the road systems in that part of the country. Once you get closer to Manila, obviously you pick up the freeways. The objective though is the development of the farm, and then also to have a small eco-tourist hospitality business, which Richie will be taking care of, and we'll be using traditional. I mean, the idea is we're going to have traditional Philippines nipa huts in the jungle, all self-contained. But what we will have is obviously Richie will also have an open air restaurant kitchen for guests as well, and for locals who want to frequent it, where I'll be behind the bar serving the latest ale. That might take a while. We've got lots of things to do, obviously, but we're not planning on being there live and opening to guests and people until middle to end of next year, 2021. There's a fair bit of clearing we're doing now. Well, we've started. That part of it has already started, although I'm not there, so I can't really give you too much of an insight into how much of that's working well. I wanted to bring you some pictures of the river, because the river's higher now as well, but I haven't been able to get those yet. As soon as I get those, I'll send those over to you, or send those over as well, publish those as well. We're quite excited about it, obviously. It's not in the what can I say? There's a lot of activities for the eco-tourist. There's lots of areas to explore. There's beautiful countryside. There's wonderful isolated beaches. So there's lots of opportunity for good diving, good exploring in the area as well. It has all those elements. I'm going to have a couple of tuk-tuks available and a couple of motorcycles to assist people getting around in the local areas, local markets, and all that sort of stuff. And obviously, we'll handle people coming from overseas for visits, be it buyers, or be it guests, we'll obviously collect them from the airport. So we'll be doing all that as well. Yeah, that's basically it. If you listen, please excuse the photography. It's not my photography. It's somebody else's. I won't mention any names. And have a look at it. Tell me what you think. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Do you think I'm crazy? Talk to you soon. Have a look at this and enjoy it.